show with it. And if you want it, we can go get it. Okay, hold on. Let me slide one last time. Let's go flash. And we up in this club, but this love don't last. Passion is fading. I'ma give you my last.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game, and it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And here's Denver. And here's Gordon. Latrey. Denver gets it back. Caldwell Pope. Outside for Murray. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with his screen on Green. Porter with the steal. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Smith. Goes back up. And Capella with the layup.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Murray scanning the floor. At the elbow, it's Gordon. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Well, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Porter against Murray. And Jokic slams it in.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
And I like this play by Smith, leaping up off the drive to hand-deliver it to the basket.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Porter against Murray. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Porter.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Green against Caldwell Pope. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Green left side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Houston. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Check out the stats for Green. How he performed last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's Jokic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And that's now 6 points for Jokic.
I like when Jokic uses his size down there on the inside. He gets the ball to a good spot, and then he goes to work. There's so much about Nikola Jokic that is special. For a 5-man, it doesn't really matter any position, but his ability to crank out those triple-doubles might just take the cake.
And the basket is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Passes it to Porter. Here's Highland. A miss that time would have put him up. Jokic does produce triple-doubles at a near record rate.
So in his 500th game, Jokic got his 71st triple-double. Only Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson recorded more triple-doubles in their first 500 games. Think about that. As a center, he was doing that. Just truly unstoppable at times.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them.
Forcing the action down low. Green earning a trip to the stripe.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so for the Rockets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Jokic. Brown comes in for Porter. And Smith subbed in for Jamal Murray.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Highland, guarded by Green. And another miss by Denver.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
And there's the drive. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's Washington. Here's Dermanenko. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Green deciding where to go with it. With 2 seconds left.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The pass to Christopher. Back to Washington. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And Washington, no good on that one. Greg, Father Time is... undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Houston leading by 5. Christopher, the pass to Washington. Now, here's Dermanenko. Jokic defending to the left side wing. Houston moving it around. Lock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Dermanenko, no good that time. And Denver the other way now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jokic. It's good. This game is all even. And 11 points for Jokic.
Not going to intimidate Jokic at that range. His focus tonight, razor sharp. One thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the rim.
Timeout called the Rockets. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Nuggets in second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porter against Murray. 5 on the clock. Smith for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Gordon kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jokic sets the screen for Caldwell Pope. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Capella. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. The kick out to Porter. To the right side. Pass to Barrett. Trying to end the drought. The Rockets with the new 14. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for the Nuggets. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times, he throws that one away.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Aaron Gordon. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up. He's really delivered.
Capella trying to free himself up. He gets it in there. Smith's got 6.
A shooter of Smith's skill can be dangerous, but defenses will only get better as the season progresses.
Green with a screen on Barrett. Highland misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Porter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Takes the 13-footer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That on Clint Capella.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Smith, the pass to Green. Good. Green's got his third bucket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
On the wing, Porter. Passes to Highland. Over Green. Highland's shot is good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Rockets. And the pass to Nwaba. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Highland. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for...
Greetings.
This reminds me of how the league was in my time. Amazing battles at the center.
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first... couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
They've got Smith, Alperen Sengun out there with Jalen Green. And it's Christopher in at the one. That's the group starting the second half for Stephen Silas.
I know Gordon continues to work on the J. Inside, he can be a problem.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
Now Green. Now here's Sengun. Misses the layup. Porter dishes to Gordon. And it's Jokic in the corner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston in the lead.